Throughout the history of hip-hop, there are few sounds more iconic than the 808 bass. From the old school era to modern day drill and trap, the 808 has remained a fundamental part of hip-hop productions. Getting that perfect 808 can be trickier, and that's where today's sponsors come in. Unison Audio were kind enough to send over their brand new 808 machine, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can use it to create some hard-hitting 808 basses. Before we dive into the plugin itself, let's take a trip back in time to see where the 808 originated and how it became so iconic. For that, we've got to go all the way back to 1980 when Roland had just released a brand new drum machine named the TR-808.
Introducing the world's most advanced rhythm machine, the Roland TR-808. A revolutionary computer-controlled rhythm machine offering more percussive variations and effects than virtually any other machine on the market. Rhythm pattern visualization, built-in memory, realistic sounds, synchronous performance. Roland, we design the future.
Believe it or not, the unit was only in production for 2 years before Roland would declare it a commercial failure. The remaining units were sold off on the secondary market for a fraction of the original cost. Early hip-hop producers, always on the hunt for new sounds and budget-friendly gear, quickly jumped on it and it became their secret weapon. The 808's kick drum was what really stood out, as it had a deep and booming resonance with a long decay. Producers soon realised that by pitching it they could turn this into a bass instrument. As the years went on, legendary producers like Dr. Dre and Rick Rubin used the 808 to craft their signature sounds, shaping some of the most iconic tracks in hip-hop. In more modern times, producers like Zaytoven and Metro Boomin have made the 808 a central part of their sound, and you simply can't listen to trap music without hearing an 808 shaking your speakers. Fast forward to today, and plugins like the 808 machine can literally generate custom 808 sounds on demand. The release notes say that this is done using AI wavetable generation, and this opens up endless possibilities for creating unique 808s tailored to your production style. Looking at the plugin, you'll see that we have these 5 different generation styles which can be toggled using these buttons. Each style gives you a distinct flavour of 808, whether you want something clean and smooth or more aggressive and dirty. Next to this is a waveform viewer, which is super helpful for visually tracking the changes to your sound as you tweak in the settings. Clicking this button is going to enable or disable oversampling, which improves the sound quality by smoothing the audio. And then over here we've got 2 buttons for saving your sounds or dragging them directly into your project as audio clips. Below this we have this kind of slot machine section, which is where all the sound generation is going to take place. Pressing the arm on the slot machine will make it spin and generate a new 808 sound every time. Of course, if you want to get more hands-on, there are plenty of options to customize the sound further. Underneath the slot machine, you've got global settings for things like velocity sensitivity, glide and gain, as well as these handy undo and redo buttons. Below that on the left, you'll see the ADSR settings, and this is where you'll begin shaping your sound. To the right of this, you'll see 4 sets of knobs and sliders that will give you even more control. First up is the kick knob, which adds a punchy kick sound to your 808. The knock slider sounds like it's adjusting the speed of the pitch envelope. And below that, you've got a transient booster for tightening the initial impact of the sound. In the drive section, you can introduce some distortion and noise to dirty up your sound. Perfect for far more aggressive styles like drill and trap. Next to that, you've got tone and filter controls to adjust the overall character of your sound. And on the far right, you'll find the sidechain and glide settings for adding depth and movement. Now, to really show you what the 808 machine can do, I've put together a few different loops in various styles. And I'm just going to hit play on them and tweak some of the settings inside the plugin. This bass was made using the clean preset, but I now want to see how the more aggressive and dirty generation sound. Then the 808 machine even has a lo-fi generation mode, so I want to try this one out too. I think overall this plugin does what it sets out to do very well. It would be cool to have a little more control over the synthesis of the sound, and dragging your own samples into the plugin would be really nice, but the sounds that you can get out of this thing are pretty sick. The 808 machine is currently on an intro sale and can be picked up for $47. If you'd like to check it out for yourself, then I'll leave a link to it in the description of this video. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, then be sure to hit the thumbs up button before you leave. Thanks again to Unison Audio for sponsoring the video, and an even bigger thanks to you guys for watching the video. Stay productive, and I'll hopefully catch you all in the next one.